Hi guys, welcome. Welcome back to my channel. If I'm not loud, that's because I am currently in like work thingy and I'm not used to making videos in public. I'm trying to look for my stand. So yes, I'm not used to making videos in public, so I hope you guys can hear me because I am literally not screaming. Okay, so I just wanted to have like a quick chat about. By the way, welcome. If this is your first time here, sorry, I'm trying to get my gadget. My name is Sarah Donald, and I make videos about moving to Nigeria, real estate, basically everything that covers moving into Nigeria. And I think why I find my niche more very unique is that I'm not a real estate agent, so I'm not selling anything to you. Literally just teaching you, telling you guys things from my personal experience, and yeah, which I feel is amazing, so that you don't make the same mistake, or even if it's not a mistake I've made, maybe mistakes that I know people have made, and common mistakes that people usually make when they move back to Nigeria. So yes, I moved back to Nigeria from, I like to say from the States, because I was in the UK first before I went to the States. So my official move back was from the States. And I saw something interesting that actually made me make this video. I saw a comment where someone was talking about, moving back to Nigeria and stuff like that. And this lady had dropped this comment that I really liked, which she said, I'm trying to look for it. I feel like I screenshot it. It was at night. I can't remember if I screenshot it. I swear I did. But well, basically, she's just summarized what I talk about, which is she said that the reason a lot of people struggle when they move back to Nigeria is that they underestimate Nigerians, especially people that have been away for a very long time, and the image they have about Nigeria is probably what the media shows them, what they choose to see, because we can't keep, I mean, the media shows a lot of crazy things, but at the same time, Nigeria has one of the most successful lifestyle vloggers. So I feel like if you want to know a lot about Nigeria, they're like vloggers on Instagram, Facebook, that show you the positive side of Nigeria. So it depends on where you want to see. Do you get what I mean? It's like if I'm moving to Greece, for example, I'll watch videos where to go. A lot of people, contact me and say things like, oh, Sarah, that restaurant you posted here, I want to go here, I want to go there. So it depends on what you want to see. If you want to keep seeing the negative, you will see it, because the truth is, every country has its positive side and negative. Now, one thing about Nigeria is that the negative side is amplified. Yes, because that's like, it's PR. We grew up hearing this, oh, Nigeria is this, and you hear things like only in Nigeria. And if you have traveled a lot, you will not use that word, because there are so many things that I have witnessed outside Nigeria. Yes, and it's so funny how the people who stole from us are the ones, like, we talk about how terrible, like, oh, our leaders are this, our leaders are that, but the people that taught them the work, we find them okay, because they wear suits and speak English for us and teach us about governance, and all of a sudden they are somehow better, yeah. So, and for me in this channel, one thing I try to do is that I don't want to be one of those channels that just talk about, oh, government this, government that, because I believe that we too have a role to play. And when I came back to Nigeria, this is one of the things that I realized, that a lot of Nigerians, a lot of citizens don't even know the role they play. And sometimes when we are opportune to probably have a conversation, sit on tables where our voice can be heard, because believe it or not, this social media has really helped our voices to be heard, you know. So when we don't even know what to say to these people, if we ever have an opportunity to sit with them, we don't know what to say. Example, things like, oh, the government, there's no work in Nigeria, the government is not providing jobs. And then you sit with the president and you're talking about how he should provide jobs, forgetting that it is not the job of the president to provide jobs. It is the job of the private sector, and also to give room for us, that entrepreneurs, people that don't want to work with people, to work on their own. Now, if you're in that kind of room, what will you tell the government to do? Infrastructure plays a huge role, because so instead of saying we need jobs in Nigeria, we're like, make it easy for us to run businesses in Nigeria so that we can employ, so that private sectors can employ, you know. So that's one thing about me. I love getting to the roots of things. I have read about light. A lot of people talk about light. They don't even know that it's not only Nigeria that doesn't have light, it's an African thing. We talk about like network that has increased, even the bad network we experience. I had to go and do my research, like, why is this? It's also an infrastructure problem. Sometimes when it rains, sometimes their mask or whatever is moved. So it's easier for us when we sit on these tables to say, listen, this is our issues, and this is how you can help us, you know, this is how you can help us, and this is how we can help you as well. Like, you know, it says, what can you do for your country? So this is how we can help you in our own way, you know. So yeah, that's it. So if you're new to this channel, that's kind of like my vibe. Here we talk about like solution. And one thing I keep telling people is that the country to make money is actually Nigeria, because a country with so many problems, that means the solution is something that you can monetize, as well as make an impact. So example, we're talking about things like customer service. It's an opportunity for us to, that people tell you how bad customer service is. And for someone that's traveled to a lot of countries within Africa, I can tell you that it's beyond Nigeria. I don't know, I hate to say it's a black thing, right? So imagine people coming into this country and setting up training for, like, you've lived abroad for a while, instead of coming back and, oh, this country is this country is that, why not come up with that? Maybe you have a degree in, like, you know, service, or you've worked in one of the best customer service places, you've heard it abroad, you know, you've held those positions, and when you come into this country, use that opportunity and create something. You know, that's how you make money and also make a change. So there's a lot of opportunities in Nigeria, but, you know, like the lady said, people underestimate. So when they come, they're like, oh, Nigeria is doing well. I know, funny story. I remember during Dirty December, there was this whole, I think it's Madam Joyce, what's her name? The podcaster based in the UK, that said that, you know, she's kind of like high profile, and the Lagos girls are not talking to her. That's because, like, have you seen Lagos girls? I mean, my point is, so when you come in with that attitude, you know, I saw someone on YouTube saying things like, oh, the UK is this, the UK is this, I have a UK this. So it's all like that comes to Nigeria. You're like, okay, you have a UK passport, great. And in Nigeria, with a Nigerian passport, is probably like in her 98th country or something like that. And so when you come in with this kind of attitude, that's why a lot of people don't make it. Some people come in here and they think that it is the Nigeria of the old, where they worship you just because you came in, or your voice will be heard just because you came in. Those things have changed. So my point is, if you're moving to Nigeria or any country at all, you need to learn that, the culture. Don't say because I left 20 years ago, because always been taught, like, what is happening now? Where are we now? Where are they now? You know, what is available? People leave the UK and they come to Nigeria and they say they want to start selling wig. And, you know, because Nigerian girls wear a lot of expensive hair, but you haven't done your markets, your market survey. Do you know what it is to sell hair? It's like you need to build your brand, get that, what do you call it? Like, build that community that trust your hair. There's a lot to do with that, like understand the industry. But a lot of people will come in and they just think that because they've been abroad, and they'll come back and just go and rent one big store, rent a house in Lekki Phase 1, blah, 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 and then 1 month nobody's coming to their store. Oh, this country is this country is that. That's because you didn't do your assignment. Because first of all, when you come into a country, right, there's a tendency that your first 5 to 10 businesses might even fail. Yes. Yeah, that's the truth. A lot of us have had failed businesses. We've also had successful businesses as well, but the successful businesses were born from the failed businesses where we're like, oh, maybe we should have done it this way. I lost money when I came into the movie industry, did a couple of films, pumped money the wrong way, because we always have this impression that we need to start big, but the whole idea is that it's better to start small and work your way up. I saw a lady that was complaining because she has rented a store. You come in, why are you renting a store first? Personally, I have a business. I run it from my house, delivery company. I have a delivery company I partner with. When someone places an order in my website, they'll go and collect, they'll come pick it up. I don't do pick up. I only do delivery, because you need to now know what's the market like, right? So the Nigeria you left 20 years ago might be the Nigeria that people walk into a store. But the new Nigeria now, people are huge on online sales. So you don't know, you come in or you go and open a restaurant in Ibadan, and instead of thinking about like what do they like to eat there, you feel like, oh, because in the UK they sell this food and this food, you bring it in and it will flop. Understanding it, I hear people talk a lot about light. This is something that Nigerians go through a lot, but with the right planning, you can make it work. It's because right now we have options, unlike before where we didn't even have options. If you're coming to Nigeria now, you want 24 hours light, you can get it. It's solar, it's inverter. I know a lot of people that live here. Like Nigeria is a home to foreigners. So when Nigerians come and say I couldn't stay here, I laugh, because this is the place that sometimes I get scared that in the place I am now, I can tell you how many people of not black people that I've seen just here alone. They come here, they do their business, they dominate the market. Why? Because when they come in here, they understand the people, they speak the language of the people, right? So sometimes, like if you want to make money, a growing and a developing country is always the best place to do that. Because it's always the best place to do that, but you need to come in with a mindset. You need to have a mindset shift. Don't come with a savior mentality. Yes, I'm coming to save you people. You will be shocked. Yes, you'll be shocked at what you see. Don't come with, I need to come with 10 billion to be able to make it work. Don't come with, I'm from this place, or this is what I'm used to. No. If you want to make money, you need to come and understand it. The same way you go abroad and you understand the culture of the people. Like a lady said that she got fired because they told her she was sleeping on duty, and that she kept saying, I'm sorry, but I'm not, and they assumed the I'm sorry meant that she was apologizing. That's because in Nigeria, we say things like, we apologize. Like if someone falls, you're like, oh, I'm sorry, but you're not even the one that pushed the person. So learning things like that, what to say. So the same way you take your time and learn those things there, it's the same way when you come in here, you learn it. It doesn't even matter if you're Nigerian. The fact that you have been away for a while. I was on a live yesterday with a Nigerian YouTuber, right? Uche Wednesday. One of the most, I love watching Uche's videos, because she's very, enlightened, and I just love when she speaks on topic, right, and her approach on it. But yesterday, Uche mentioned something that I really like. She said now that she's in the UK, she appreciates some things in Nigeria, and I'm like, it's true. Abroad will make you appreciate Nigeria. You will appreciate that auntie that allowed you to stay in her house for free. You appreciate that uncle that helped you get a job. It's a country where you finish and you can tell you finish school. Your uncle will say, send me your your CV, and they'll send you and help you find a job. It's a place where you appreciate that, wow, I'm down and my friends are rallying all over around me. A place where you're like, so I can easily see my friends, not like 2 years you're in the same town with someone and you guys have hardly seen each other. And she's like, that this place will help you appreciate those things that you take for granted. You take for granted a lot, like family or communal living in Nigeria, right? Like if I want to, my daughter has something in school tomorrow now, and if I can't go, I can tell you, like, on top of my head, almost 6 people that will go for me, and she won't feel like I'm not there. Sisters, brothers, this family, friends. Nigeria is a place where a friend will turn to a sister and help you. But their abroad life is, if you're not going there and you're not with your partner, there's no one to go for you. If your partner is busy, you're busy. Nobody will take out when they're supposed to be going for their own shift and go for you. So these are the things that you appreciate. So I feel like it's high time we start appreciating our own, right? It's not good. Like, this is 2025, and it's not easy anyway. You know, Nigerians, we love to gatekeep, but unfortunately, this is a time where even that system that was designed for white people are now complaining. Imagine a white lady in the UK saying that she had to choose between gas or light. So she chose gas so that her kids can eat, and she was shaking. So it's the time that you come on TikTok, white people are complaining. Before I used to say, oh, for my mental health, I quit that job. Now you don't hear those things again. People are finding it difficult to get jobs abroad because that job that normally a British citizen will not take, or a British person or an American will not take. Now we are like they're competing with immigrants. The jobs that they usually won't take, they're taking it now. Do you get what I mean? So it's not easy anywhere. The grass only green if you're where you water it. If UK is what's working for you, fine. If America is what's working for you, fine. But you know, I say a lot of videos, people say I'm coming back to Nigeria, and a lot of comments, oh, you can't survive in that country, you can't do this in that country. If a lot of us had that mindset, we won't be where we are today. Focus on the positive ones. I don't see people talk about, oh, there's this lady, she moved back to Nigeria, she's doing her thing. I didn't move back to this country with money. The money I made, every money I made, every my house. I know one thing with Nigeria is that if you have a car, you bought it full. If you have a house, you bought it full. Like no this thing. So I don't see people say, oh, look at this bio guy, he moved to Nigeria, look at how many Airbnb he has, oh, look at the whole family, oh, look at these people. We're just so focused on just that one negative video that says, oh, I don't like coming back to Nigeria, I came back to Nigeria and I regretted it, and everybody's on it. Oh yeah, this person came back to Nigeria, he's complaining about water, he's complaining about light, he's complaining about this, he's complaining about that, and there's not so much focus. But you can't be like, but it's the same Nigeria that Nello is balling, no. But it's the same Nigeria that this person is doing this. It's the same Nigeria that Dima is this. It's the same Nigeria that this lady got married the other day, and look at what's happening here. Like, look at the wedding, look at the outfits, look at what Nigerian designers sold. Look at how big the wedding is, to the extent that our Nigerian designers, they took over during prom. There was so much complaint because people were willing to ship their clothes from Nigeria to this place. We're now exporting those things. Our look at our, what do you call it? Look at the Grammys. Nigerians dominate anywhere. Do you get, like, and we don't look at it. Oh, Tayo left Nigeria. Tayo, I know. Oh, you guys say you like Nigeria, but he left Nigeria. I'm going to make a dedicated video on that. People living for better. It doesn't mean that the country is bad. Whenever you say, oh, Tayo left, Tayo, I know it's a Nigerian, this YouTuber, he left Nigeria. The first thing in my mind is like, oh yeah, he left because, and he gave his reasons why he left. He didn't say, oh, I'm leaving because this country is this country is finished. Me, in my mind, all I'm thinking is, so this guy as a content creator was able to make this amount of money in this Nigeria. He was able to buy a passport of $150,000. Do you know what that means? He was able to, he launched the, or rather he showed the house before he left, like an investment house that he uses, I think, for shortlet and all that in Lagos. And we're not thinking of all that. Where the focus is, oh, Neze left, and we're not like, wow, this Neze left, and in less than what, a year or what, she's living in her own house in Canada. Kelechi left, in less than 2 weeks is in her own house. Where did they make the money? You know, where? So it's like, why are we not focusing on that positive side of it? We just like so interested in the negative, and that's why the bloggers know, the content creators know, so they keep feeding the negative part of it. But at the end of the day, if you want to make a change, the best place to be is a place that is developing, and Africa is now. I keep saying it, Africa is now. So I love when I see comments of people that are not even ready to come back, but they have started investing in Africa, because Africa is now. Thank you guys. So I'm going back to work. I just wanted to drop by, and I felt like having this conversation. So let's continue on the comment section, and yes. Thank you so much. If you love this video, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. Have a great and blessed one.